up in the queue. We're moving them up faster. But my advice to everyone that's watching around the world is, if you intend to come to the games, you have to have a ticket. You need to apply. Apply as soon as possible. You're going to get your interview within, 6 to 8 weeks, and move forward from there. Don't wait till the last minute to do it.
During all the penalty decision, the guy of Congo did some voodoo every time. So this is why I was a little nervous after him.
Yeah. What did you see?
Yeah, something like that, with the I don't know if it's a water or something like that, so I don't know.
Your ticket is not a visa. It doesn't guarantee admission to the U.S. It guarantees you an expedited appointment. You're still going to go through the same vetting. We're going to do the same vetting as anybody else would get. The only difference here is we're moving them up in the queue. We're moving them up faster. But my advice to everyone that's watching around the world is, if you intend to come to the games, you have to have a ticket. You need to apply. Apply as soon as possible. You're going to get your interview within, 6 to 8 weeks, and move forward from there. Don't wait till the last minute to do it.
During all the penalty.
All right, so that's the U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. So you heard there, he says that if you want to get to America for the World Cup, your best bet would be to get a ticket. And then once you have a ticket, you will get an expedited visa appointment. And you'll get it within 6 to 8 weeks. It's really that simple, because we know that at the moment it's really difficult to get an appointment at the U.S. Embassy for the World Cup or for any travel at all. Sometimes the appointment days are somewhere in 2027, 2 years ahead. But he says that guaranteed, if you have a World Cup ticket, you can use that ticket to request for expedited appointment, and they'll grant you one that is within 6 to 8 weeks. We still have about 7 months to the World Cup, or 6 months to the World Cup. So you have plenty of time to purchase a ticket and then use that to get an appointment to get a visa interview to go to the World Cup. Another piece of information you must know: if you're a Ghanaian going to the World Cup, you don't really need to care too much about where they put Ghana, whether Mexico. If you have a U.S. visa, you can travel to Mexico. You don't need to acquire a separate Mexican visa to go to Mexico. Once you have a U.S. visa in your Ghana passport, you can travel to Mexico if Ghana has to play a game in Mexico. Also, one thing that you must know is that the World Cup is not, the groups are not country specific. Let me explain. It's geographic specific. So you will not have an entire group based in Canada. You will not have an entire group based in Mexico or an entire group based in the US. Maybe in the US you can have that. But what's happening is that they've divided the World Cup venues based on the geography of the three countries. Canada is on top of the USA. Mexico is under the USA. So they've divided the World Cup into 3 zones. The World Cup venues, there are 16 venues overall. They've divided them into 3 zones. You have the Eastern Zone, you have the Western Zone, and you have the Central Zone. Okay? And each zone is made up of venues that crisscross countries. So, for example, the Eastern Zone of the World Cup venues are made up of countries, are made up of cities or venues in the eastern side of those countries hosting the World Cup. That's what it is. Okay, what many people like to call the East Coast. That's where you will find the Eastern Zone venues. So the Eastern Zone venues are the most. You have 6 cities in the Eastern Zone that will be hosting games. So you have 5 cities in America and 1 city in Canada that form the Eastern region or the Eastern Zone of the World Cup venues. So you have Atlanta, you have Boston, you have Miami, you have New York, New Jersey, you have Philadelphia, and which are all in America. You have Toronto, which is in Canada. What it means is that if your group is based in the Eastern Zone, it means that you can play a game in Toronto and you can play a game in any of the other Eastern cities like Boston or Atlanta or Miami or New Jersey or Philadelphia or Atlanta. So if you're based there in the Eastern Zone, you will not be playing a game in the Western Zone, which is made up of 4 cities, including one in Canada. So Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle, and Vancouver form the Western Zone of the World Cup venues, which means that if your group is based there, you can play a game in Vancouver, which is in Canada, or a game in Los Angeles or San Francisco or Seattle, all 3 in America. That's where, so if you're based there, that's what it would be. If you're in the Central Zone, it means that you will play your games in 3 U.S. cities and 3 Mexico cities, or Mexican cities. It means you can crisscross and play games between those. So Dallas, Houston, Kansas City in America, and Guadalajara, Mexico City, and Monterrey in Mexico. These 6 cities form the central region. So if you're based there, that's what it's going to be. Or if you're in a group that is based there, that's what is going to happen. But the individual decision of where the actual team is based, as in like where the team's camp will be, that's up to the countries to determine. So you can decide that you will pitch your camp in Mexico. You can decide that you pitch your camp in Vancouver. You will decide that you pitch your camp in of course, Canada or somewhere in America. That's completely up to you, the team, to determine. So if Ghana wants to be based in Mexico, that's up to them. But also remember that where your group will be based, whether Western, Eastern, or Central, is what will determine where you want to form your base as well. Sitsofe, you have something to say?
I'm saying that if that's the case, no African team will pay their account in either Canada or Mexico.
Why not? Why not?
If it is left to them, to determine when to pay their accounts. Wait. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask Ghanaians to answer a question. If Ghana would be on the East Coast or the eastern side of the divide, will you Ghanaians forgive the TFA to say that instead of picking any of the cities there, they will pick Ghana's camp in what's the camp? What's the town? Toronto or Montreal? Toronto. Or what's the Mexican city on that side?
There's no Mexican city there. So the Eastern Zone has 1 Canadian city and then 5 American cities.
So you have 5 Americans. Then you will go tell me, get to come and tell me, and Ghanaians, that we have 5 years. I will pitch our camp in Toronto.
Yes. Why, you don't like Canada? Do you have something against Canada?
It's not me. I'm not going to the USA. It's not me. I'm just asking Ghanaian fans.
If your group is, for example, if you are drawn in Group A, that one, they know automatically that you are going to Mexico because Group A will play the opening match. Okay, so if you happen to be a team that is in Pot 4 and you enter Group A, that means that most likely opening match, Mexico City.
We'll go and come.
Azteca.
Friends.
Yes.
We'll play the game in Mexico City, no problem. I won't sleep in Mexico City.
It's quick.
This is my first sleep when you play your game.
So that's for information for you as far as the World Cup is concerned. I hope that you started to make your arrangements because it's going to get chaotic and you really need to prepare for the World Cup. If you don't go to USA Canada 2026, you might as well wait for Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire 2038. Very, very important, okay? We will talk about that right after this.
In December 2023, the biggest play in the history of African theatre made its debut.
Before Ogun, the God of Iron, I stand on oath.
You saw it.
We sent you all the way to Ilefe to bring us greetings from Ifa.
By popular demand And in honor of Maoli Semevo, Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, presents The Gods Are Not to Blame this December 17th, 7 p.m., 18th, 7 p.m., and 19th, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Visit www.imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714*46# for your tickets. Single 250 CDs, double 400 CDs. Supported by Newplant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, Balakwa. Sponsors: Stambic Bank, Joy FM, Hitz FM, Joy Prime TV, and proudly brought to you by
MTN.
Christmas, my favorite time of the year.
This festive season, Volta Serene Hotel invites you to experience the magic of Christmas and New Year like never before. From 20th of December to the 1st of January, step into a world of joy, music, laughter, and celebration. We begin on the 20th with a soulful carols night, filling the air with warmth and melody. Then, on 23rd and 24th of December, arrive in style as we welcome you with fresh coconut and local treats. Christmas Day brings pure delight, exciting moments for kids, relaxing escape for adults, and an elegant all-white dinner under the stars, crowned with a spectacular fireworks display. On Boxing Day, embrace culture and rhythm, from picnics and traditional dance to an unforgettable high life and old school night. As the week unfolds, enjoy movie night, live music, karaoke, and endless fun. Until we welcome 2026 with a breathtaking fireworks show on New Year's Eve. Special Christmas packages starting from $4,050 for individuals, $5,250 for couples, and 8,900 Ghana cedis for a family of 4 for 2 nights. Call or WhatsApp 0541 539 867 or 0362 025 243 to book your experience today. Volta Serene Hotel. Feel the serene touch.
Hello, Ghana. It's a new year and Bill's Microcredit is here to support your dreams. If you're not working but want to start a business, don't let money stop you. With just your Ghana card, you can get a loan to turn your ideas into reality. Already running a business? Need more capital? Or are you a salary worker looking for extra funds? Bills offers fast and easy loans with no collateral, no deposit, and no SUSI savings required. Wherever you are, whatever you need, Bills makes it happen. Call Bills Microcredit today. Call 0596 920 833 or 0302 200 390 and get started. Bills is licensed and regulated by the Bank of Ghana. Bills, financing your needs. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's take you back to 17th century Ghana. In a community where the third wife of the king wields a lot of power, but a young slave girl challenges her authority. This is the story of Masasi. It's a battle for power, rivalry, resistance, and justice in this all-new epic drama series. Masasi, showing Mondays to Fridays on Akwaba Magic, DSTV Channel 150 and GoTV Channel 102. Akwaba Magic, Ghana's most loved storyteller.
The journey to the 10th EMY Africa Awards has been one of remarkable milestones and groundbreaking projects across Ghana and beyond, all in celebration of African excellence. Now, it's time to crown it all off with the awards night on Saturday, the 22nd of November 2025 at the Grand Arena, Accra International Conference Center. Catch it live on Joy Prime TV and the EMY Africa Network on YouTube. Proudly sponsored by KGL Group, JL Holdings, Misa Energy, Gold Keys Properties, Loza Deco, Woodin, Blue Jeans Energy Drinks, Labadi Beach Hotel, Special Ice, Bang & Olufsen, and Clean Rides GH. Partners: the Multimedia Group, Diaspora Affairs Office of the President of Ghana, UNESCO, Peace First, Arocha Ghana, and EY Ghana. For more information, call 020-201-8870.
It's the 2025 Annual Santa Dinner Dance.
Ups
Santa Clausians stand up to honor.
The Adisado All Boys Association, AUBA, is set to host the 2025 edition of the annual Santa Dinner Dance after a long break. This year's Santa Dinner Dance, with the theme bonded by our heritage, Santa Clausians for Life, will take place on Saturday, the 29th of November 2025 at Lapan Royal Beach Hotel, Accra, from 7 p.m. Tickets for the event are 1,000 Ghana cedis for single, 1,800 cedis for couples, and with reservation for a year group table for 10 set at 8,000 Ghana cedis only. It's going to be a night filled with good music, food, drinks, and Santa vibes. Contact Ni Amo on 0243 228678 or Mr. Ocean on 0204 254 694. The annual Santa Dinner Dance is powered by Auba Global. Get ready for some fun-filled night on 29th of November. See ya!
Joy 99.7 FM.
Welcome back. This is Game Plan on 99.7 Joy FM, also live on Hitz 103.9 FM. My name is Fentuo, Tahiru, Fentuo, Daniel Koranteng, Sitsofe, Atsrim, and Muftawu, Nabila, Abdulai, and Atsu Tamakloe are here with me. The show is proudly brought to you by Betway, and it's time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer with Betway. Please bet and share your codes with friends and fans and followers, and if they place bets using your code, you will earn 4% of their wager. And it doesn't really matter whether it's a win or loss. If they bet with your code, you earn 4% of the cash with their wager, the cash of their wager. This means that the more people bet with your code, the more you will earn. So start betting, sharing, and winning with Bet Influencer, exclusive to Betway. Betway, get way more. And the CDD Ghana Democracy and Governance Annual Flagship Lecture is here again. This year's event features a leading investigative journalist on illegal mining, Rastus Asari Donko, our very own, who will speak on the topic Galamsey, a country's search for solutions in plain sight, and will be chaired by Professor Frimpong Boateng. It's on the 27th of November 2025 at 5:30 p.m. at the Ghana Academy of Arts and Sciences, that is located near Alliance Francaise and CSIR. This event is free and is open to the public. You don't want to miss this enlightening discussion. And tomorrow, UPSA is inviting you to move, smile, and celebrate 6 decades of transformative education. So come join students, staff, alumni, and public for the UPSA at 60 Health-a-thon, Wellness in Motion. It starts from 6 a.m. tomorrow at the UPSA campus. From free health screenings and high-energy aerobic sessions led by professional instructors to fun games like tag of war, sack races, and team relays, there's something for everyone. So come in your UPSA at 60 t-shirt and comfortable sportswear. For inquiries, call 0244 220 106 or email upsa60sec SEC at upsamail.edu.gh. UPSA scholarship with professionalism. Don't miss it. And right after the walk, you can go to the Okada Day Rally 2025. It's at Manchagbona Park, Jamestown, Accra at 10 a.m. As part of efforts to stem the national pandemic of road accidents caused by motorbikes, the National Christian Men's Forum, a grouping of men's fellowships of partner churches in cooperation with the National Commercial Motor Riders Union and the Full Gospel Businessmen's Fellowship, will hold the first ever National Okada Day Rally on Saturday, the 22nd of November. That's tomorrow at Manchagbona Park, Jamestown, Accra. It starts from 10 a.m. In addition to speeches and exhortations, the rally will crown the most knowledgeable Okada riders to be selected through an interzonal quiz organized by National Road Safety Authority and the Accident Victim Support Foundation. Prizes will be donated by SIC, Yamaha Motor Company, and the Pentecost Men's Ministry. Adum FM and Adum TV, 2 media giants within the multimedia broadcasting stables, have placed their might behind this as our own very much corporate social responsibility. And the BT Praise is back. BT Praise 2025, a Thanksgiving and worship experience set to lift hearts and unite voices. Join us for an unforgettable night featuring celebrated gospel ministers such as Team Eternity, the Defe team. Oh my God, I love that song. Kofi Pepra, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, Pastor Ella of ICGS Christ Temple, Pastor Nanama alongside inspiring speakers and powerful visual arts. This gathering brings together individuals from the beauty industry, our customers, families, and all loved ones to praise and worship God. And our mission is to stir your spirit, unite our community, and ignite hope within the industry. Beauty Praise 2025 isn't just an event, it's an encounter. It's on Friday, that is today, 21st of November, from 6 p.m. So get ready to go. It will last only 3 hours, 6 to 9. It's at ICGC Christ Temple East, inside Shadow. Proud sponsors are Senam Wellness and Spa, Exit Standards Limited, Coxwell Group, Makeup Ghana, East Cantonment Pharmacy, Black Secret Hair Center, and Snippet. And it's powered by First Choice Beauty Salon. Media partner, the Multimedia Group. You can still call 050-734-31594 for inquiries. 050-734-3159. There will be free transport available to and from all locations. Come with expectation, leave with inspiration. And 2025 December on Joy season is kicking off in style with an uplifting experience as your superstation, Joy 99.7 FM, brings you beautiful moments to relive the glorious story of the birth of Christ. It's Joy FM's Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols happening at the Labadi Beach Hotel on Saturday, 13th December 2025. It will be an evening filled with your favorite Christmas carols, drama, comedy, and powerful scripture readings. Experience live performances from Joe Metal, Quindolin, Pierce Samuel, Pastor Samuel Somoa, Oforian Ponsa, Grace Shorel, Lexi the Comic, and many more. This is a celebration of faith, joy, and togetherness that you simply can't miss. Remember, it's the Festival of 9 Lessons and Carols on the 13th of December at the Labadi Beach Hotel. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. To attend this event, last week, a lot of you sent in the messages. So you can continue today as well. They will reach out to you. To attend the event, simply send the word invite and then add the hashtag join 9 lessons and send it to our WhatsApp number 055-1111997 to reserve a seat. It's free, but we have limited seats. So sending your invitations or sending your requests, to do that, just send the word invite. Okay? Invite hashtag join 9 lessons and send it to the number 055-1111997. Our team will reach out to you and confirm your seat for the event on the 13th of December. All right, so let's do that. Anyway, it's 36 minutes after 2 p.m. in the studio here, 37 minutes actually right now. So we have about 27 more minutes to go through a number of issues, plus lots of your messages that have also come through. So let me read some messages now, and then I'll go to Atsu and Daniel and Sicho, who are still with me. Quite a number of them have come through here. This message says, Ruud Gullit and Rijkaard, formerly of AC Milan, all have Suriname backgrounds. That is true. Same as Curaçao. A lot of them are actually using Dutch players, like Dutch-born players, you know. Curaçao, for example, that's how they managed to qualify for the World Cup. They have a lot of Eredivisie players in there, and their coaches are all Dutch, from Rijkaard to...
What rightly belongs to them. Their colonizers are the
exactly.
Dutch, so they have a huge Dutch settlement.
Exactly. So, you know, Dick Advocaat, Frank Rijkaard, all of them have coached them. Why are you still looking at me like that?
How? Am I not supposed to make eye contact? You are talking to us, I have to look at you.
I'm talking to the audience, but your eye contact was weird when I said Dick Advocaat.
How so?
Let's move on and read more messages. Okay. This one says, hello, Fentuo. Personally, I didn't like the extension of the participating teams at the World Cup initially, but seeing nations like Jordan, Uzbekistan, Curacao, Capo Verde qualify for the first time is very refreshing. That's the beauty of the game. Kweku from Koforodia, I agree with you 100%. It's really nice to see. It's the World Cup. It has to be global in nature. This message says, this is from Seidu Adamu, I believe. He says, Ghana has never won a game against any World Cup winner. We must do everything possible to avoid them. Interesting. All right. So that's an interesting one. Now, this one says, if the rankings determine everything, then, hold on. If the rankings determine everything, then the number 1 ranked team will win the World Cup. And so there's no need to play the competition. Is that the point? Courage also in Koforidua with the question. This one says, hi, friend, enjoying the show. Can you guys explain how DR Congo delivered a tactical masterclass against Nigeria and dominated them for 120 minutes? Stanley Inachimota wants to know the magic of the SAP. Okay. This one is from Clavet Benate, who says, what if Ghana is playing in Canada and you have an American visa but not a Canadian visa? That one there. You there or there. So if we go get the Canadian visa like that. But I'm sure there will be some sort of special arrangement. There has to be. Especially if you happen to have fans of a country that's playing maybe 2 games in America and they have to play 1 game in Canada. Right that moment, there has to be some sort of e-visa, e-permit, something to attach to the US visa and go to that country. Otherwise, it wouldn't make any sense, to be honest. So I think, I suspect that could still happen. So your question is legitimate, it's valid. Atsu, or we might as well just stop bothering and wait for our own World Cup in 2038.
Oh, no, it has to be. I mean, once you decide to expand it and introduce something exciting yet very complex, especially for the purposes of travel and access, you need to be prepared to work around the challenges that they will introduce. Because and you see, the numbers that we're talking about here means you need to open it up. Each of those countries is coming with about 20,000 spectators.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why Danike is laughing?
He doesn't want me to answer the question you asked.
No, that wasn't the question. That's not what I intended for it. I didn't ask a specific question, so to be fair to Atsu. So I was trying to say,
you were not paying attention. That's the thing. You were not paying attention.
So let me make the statement again. No, let me make the statement again. See if you respond the same way.
Yes.
So we'll see whether Daniel is right or not. I said that they have to figure out a way to get fans across the border without having to get them to apply for multiple visas. And that they have to do that to make it a nice experience for Ghanaians. If not, for Ghanaians, we might as well just forget it and wait for 2038 when we get to host, isn't it?
I know.
He's moving to a new topic. He expected you to comment on that.
Okay, so we shouldn't talk about that. All right, cool.
I didn't say you shouldn't talk about it.
So why did you not pick up on it?
I know, but I'm saying that when you ask the opening
you were not paying attention
like that.
You didn't press your phone with the guy.
How come I responded to the first part?
That was by the way. But 2038, is it realistic or is it the minister is just?
It's not.
Okay, then we'll move on. There's no need to.
Sitsofe.
Go.
Sitsofe.
It's not serious.
We can't host the World Cup.
No.
So let's be serious.
What does it take to host the World Cup that we can't do it?
Seriousness. We are not serious.
What do you mean we are not serious?
How many minutes do we have?
You have 5.
Okay.
Africa Games.
Yes.
How did it go?
So wait. We were supervising a budget of around 245 million. There was a scandal. Imagine having to supervise a budget of...
People were so...
because
people
for the World Cup, we are looking at maybe something between 12 and 20 billion.
Not necessarily.
Dollars.
But it is going to be expensive. So yesterday on Sports Now, we were breaking down how much countries have spent in the past on World Cups.
Okay.
South Africa did it for 3 billion. Then Brazil more than quadrupled it to 15 billion. Then Russia showed you could actually do it with less because they had existing facilities, $14.2 billion. Then Qatar sort of blew everyone else out of the water with $220 billion US.
And I said 12 to 25, you said not necessarily?
from each country. It doesn't necessarily need to come from each of the three of us. Yeah. So you perhaps could do $5 billion each from each of the three countries put together, and $15 billion could.
Why 15? What do you have already that you think only 15 billion can do it?
So that's why I was saying that for a country like that, for Russia, theirs was less because they had existing facilities.
Which
so in
you
the
have.
context of countries who have it, that could work.
We don't belong there.
We don't,
yes.
Which is true. Now, the monies that we're seeing, so even if you do maybe 25 to 30 billion US dollars, the things that the money would go into is the reason a lot of people don't believe it is feasible.
Okay.
The first part of it is the stadium infrastructure.
Yes.
In fact, the football infrastructure, because it goes beyond just the stadium.
Yeah.
In its current format, you would need a minimum of 10 stadiums that can take 40,000
at least.
More. Yeah. 10 of the stadiums that will host it need to have at least 40,000 seaters or more. Then for the purposes of the semi-final, 2 of them need to be 60K or more. So, and yesterday on the show, someone said, oh, there is already MK Abdulai in Nigeria and then Alassane Ouattara. Fair enough. But none of the 3 countries has a facility that qualifies to host a World Cup final, which is the 80K. So that is something that has to be built from scratch. And
expanded.
Of the 10 others that I mentioned, you would need about 16 new stadiums so maybe 5 or 6 each from each of those countries to make it up. But it has to be in place.
Cote d'Ivoire can provide 2 World Cup standard stadiums at the moment. Ghana can provide 0. Nigeria 0.
So no, the new one. The new one, the commission.
Alassane Ouattara one.
No, Nigeria.
When?
2022.
It's not new enough.
No, is it Uyo or something?
The Uyo one.
Yeah,
it's not
like some 40,000.
Forget capacity. It's just not. It's not modern enough.
Then, because there are 48 teams, if you want to be strict, you need to provide 2 training pitches for each country.
Multiply by 2. That is 96 training pitches.
But if you want to say that Omuhi and Mobile, let's do 1 each, that is still 48 training facilities for each of the countries. Because for the World Cup, they don't ration training schedules. They don't say, let this team train after that.
Hold on. Sitsofe says what?
The show, if you let me do the show because I'm in the studio, let me find out
blame the guy sitting behind the course.
What's the problem? You want to say something about the World Cup we are hosting?
For you. We are talking about 2038. 2038. Is that a date? Is that a year?
Yes, that's the year.
People are like, what Ghana can do, what Ghana can. What? When at the time South Africa won the bid to host the World Cup, they didn't have anything. They didn't have anything. At the time Qatar won the bid to host the World Cup, they didn't have anything. The only thing they had was money. So what I do say, we are talking about 2038. If Ghana, Nigeria, and Cote d'Ivoire are awarded a World Cup right by 2026, and in 2038 they are hosting the World Cup, they are capable. At the time Morocco won their bid, Morocco didn't have the infrastructure they are going to use. At the time Brazil won the bid, the Maracana wasn't ready to host the World Cup. It was just there. At the time Russia won their bid, they didn't have the infrastructure they have now. They had to revamp. So what are you talking about?
So existing infrastructure is no deterrent to capacity to host World Cup.
We will still continue with the thing.
It is, Papa. And now what proposal are you sending there?
The World Cup bin.
No, look at your
the proposal is
state of
hope.
Look at the state of your transport.
Wait.
Who is going to give you the rights to?
No. The proposal is not what you have. The proposal is what you can deliver by the time. So when Qatar were going to host the World Cup, they didn't have their underground subway ready. It wasn't available.
No, but you see, if we are to go by that logic, then given time, any country at all can host it.
Let me make a point. Qatar proposed what they could do. South Africa proposed what they could do. You get the point. So it is not that because we don't have a stadium fit enough. Listen, by 2038, the stadiums that are fit to host the World Cup final, the conditions of those stadiums by 2038 would have changed. Because the game would have even evolved. So in fact, the stadium that were able to host the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, by 2038, they won't be fit for purpose. The ones that are hosting World Cup in 2018 in Russia, by 2038, they won't be fit for purpose. Why? The demands of the game by that time and the licensing of stadium by that time would have been different. So when you are bidding for the World Cup, it is not what you have now. It is what you are promising to deliver. So I'm saying that Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, if they put their minds to it that they want to host 2038 World Cup, they are more than capable.
Okay, fair enough. Your point is made. I have a question for you. Just answer it briefly for me. What is these three countries' track record? Oh, Sitcho, hold on. What's happening? Yeah. Okay, good. So you said the bid is based on what you say you can deliver by the time the World Cup comes around. Correct?
Yes.
Good. What is your track record? These three countries, what's their track record when it comes to delivering on promises?
What Ghana delivered on the promise of 2008 AFCON. Cote d'Ivoire just delivered their promise on the AFCON. We've never had a chance to host the World Cup. What was Nigeria's track record? What was South Africa's track record of hosting the World Cup at the time they won the bid?
Not World Cup. We are not talking about World Cup. The track record of delivering on any promise at all. You said it's your track record. You said it's based on your on what you say you can deliver, right?
Yes.
Good.
It is based on
so
what
I'm
you
saying
promise you
exactly.
can
So I'm saying that as a people, I'm asking you to reflect. What is our track record when it comes to delivering on promises? To give you the confidence that
we delivered 208 AFCON.
Okay.
We delivered African Games. We can talk about if the money was more or less, but to the outside world, we delivered it. Cote d'Ivoire delivered one of the best AFCONs we've seen. So I'm saying that when you pay for the tournament, you can't sit in 2025. What is today's date? 21st of November 2025, and be telling the world that in 2038, Ghana, Nigeria, and Cote d'Ivoire can host the World Cup. How do you tell them?
So as far as you are concerned, we should go for it.
I can speak for Ghana. As for Ghana, I can speak for Ghana.
Speak for Ghana.
In 2008,
yes,
when we were projecting into 2026,
yes,
do we think that the Accra Sports Stadium will be worse than it was in 2008? It's only Ghana that does like this. We don't do like this.
We don't go up, we go down.
Yeah. The significant components in the entire bidding process for those countries that Sitcho mentioned was their capacity to make the things they said they were going to do.
That's what I mean by
make it
track
happen.
record.
It needs to be a base. You don't just,
the money
just give it to anybody.
The money you IMF is giving you are going around begging. If IMF hear that you are going to bid for the World Cup, they will get angry and then they will
what are you saying?
You are running around begging IMF and people for money. The domestic.
Okay, guys. Wait, let's get back home. Let's get back home.
If I hear that we have gone to bid
for the record,
all the people.
For the record,
I will let all the
Sitcho, hold on for me, Sitcho.
Okay.
You have taken people's loans. You cannot pay. Your president said there won't be haircuts. They did the haircuts because you can't pay them. But you are going to commit yourself for a multi-billion-dollar tournament.
Why? They can't. We shouldn't eat.
Oh yes, serious.
Yeah, Sitcho. Don't mind this guy. Don't mind this guy.
I'm just showing you the economic muscle.
Please, Sitcho, do.
Of all of the countries that have won the hosting rights.
To wrap this point up.
Yeah.
Look, Atsu is talking about everything that is happening in between 2020 and 2025. IMF, blah, 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 blah. The IMF can't tell Ghana not to go and bid for the World Cup with a projection of 2038.
Certainly not.
That's it. So it doesn't come in. The IMF, it doesn't come in. Because even for all the countries that hosted the World Cup recently, they have been owing big monies. But they have been hosting it.
USA owes the most money in the world.
In the world, I'm coming to me at 2 0 somewhere. I'm not sure. Look, friends, finally, my point is this. When Qatar said they wanted to host the World Cup, Qatar weren't building their roads. They were not building their stadium. They got support from the international bodies because they realized there was an opportunity. Do you know that if Ghana is able to put a comprehensive bid together with the other neighboring countries to go and pull the World Cup here, do you know the number of investments that will come into the country for that purpose?
All right, Sitcho, you've killed the matter. Let's move it on. You are right. I agree with you. In fact, In fact, the World Cup rights, if we get the World Cup rights, it could serve as the bedrock, a springboard for more development, because it means that we'll build more railway, build more roads, build more stadium infrastructure, build accommodation infrastructure. So what? Then we hosted Africa. The AFCON gave us. Hold on, AFCON gave us four stadiums.
He said bedrock for development.
Yes, and AFCON gave us.
It didn't.
What do you mean?
It didn't.
It was the Accra Sports Stadium what it was.
Facilities we failed to manage. We didn't leverage.
But he gave it to us nonetheless.
I'm throwing the word at you.
But do you know that if you go to Brazil, some of the stadia like in Belo Horizonte and are all rotting away. Yes. But they gave it to them. So yes.
And I said our track record shows that we cannot leverage on these tournaments.
All right, cool. Listen, guys, there's
Master, tell Sitsofe to keep quiet. Sitsofe, we've muted his mic.
Okay, let's wrap up with quick predictions on some of the games coming up this weekend. Let's begin with the Ghana Premier League, of course, and there are some 2 games tomorrow. Mediama Sporting Club are in action. They are riding very much at the top of the league table. They look very comfortable at the moment.
In 8 league games.
Yeah, league games unbeaten.
Yeah, 8 consecutive league games unbeaten.
That's a lot. And they're in action tomorrow against Bechem United at home. Karela take on Holy Stars as well. Those 2 matches are on Saturday. And then on Sunday, the Summer Test against Kotoko. Hoho United against 11 Wonders. Nations face Bibiani Gold Stars. Vision at home to Lions, Heart of Lions. Young Apostles are home to Hearts of Oak. Adjana against Brecum Chelsea. Dreams against Redro or Blacks. And then Kotoko will play an outstanding game 2 days later. And Karim Zito has been very, very, very angry about the fixture pile-up from the Ghana Premier League. But this will be the last outstanding game they will play on the 26th of November. Hopefully, his team can revert to their normal schedule. In the Premier League, there's a big game in the London Derby on Sunday between Spurs and Arsenal. So North London Derby. And then in Serie A, there's a massive game there as well. The Derby della Madonnina between AC Milan and Inter. Inter are the designated home team, I believe. And then Barcelona are returning to the Camp Nou for the first time in, almost 3 seasons. And they will be at home against Athletic Bilbao. That will be quite an interesting one. Let me go around you guys. DK, quick one. The North London Derby should be Atetus. Quick.
Atetus will do their job.
But they don't have Gabriel.
They don't need Gabriel to beat Tottenham.
They've needed him. Oh, okay, well, Spurs, right.
It's Spurs.
Are Spurs really that bad?
They've been bad for a while. The results are now catching up with the performances. And I suspect it will continue for a while.
Wow. Yeah. Maresca says that Kopama, no.
Oh, Charlie. But Pamus was so.
You know, the kid has the
he has a kitchen accident. I want to draw something on his toe. I don't know. It's like he was doing Gary Soakins in the middle of the night.
What was he doing?
The light wasn't on, and he how you go and stay?
This thing I didn't want to see it.
I'm listening to you.
I didn't want to see it.
But
so it was like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. Thursday. Was it Thursday? No, 4 a.m. Wednesday.
Don't concoct a story.
Where Pamus called me. Say Charlie Yawa Pie.
What's the Yawa?
What happened? I was here like there was noise in the back. So I say, Charlie, relax, Coley, relax. What did happen? Where you tell me the matter? Long and short of like, in girlfriend catch him.
Do you?
She catch him something.
Okay.
She take him out of there. Like what she saw wasn't what she saw.
Okay.
But then they do for the kitchen. Wait, you see the warmer. You see warmer.
Yes.
Woman,
yes.
no warmer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Farmer to get Caribbean blood. So woman so did the kitchen there.
Where they do where the thing fall into. You say, wait, hold into way.
How do you come from a long-term injury like this and then and then come and injure your toe? So Mariska said he won't be available for the next 3 games as well. That includes this weekend's match and the midweek game against Barcelona. So Parma could still be some time before.
Then against Arsenal too.
Oh my God! Before he's back, Man, you are playing Monday night.
Ow.
Against Everton.
Ow.
Chalet.
Ow. I feel sorry for David Moyes.
Why?
Oh, if I were him, I won't come. Because it's better to forfeit and lose 3-0 than to travel from Merseyside to Old Trafford.
Casa.
Oh, Massa.
Because Man, you are what? Super team.
What are you talking about?
What are you two talking
When was
about?
the last time somebody came to Old Trafford and even got a point? What are you talking about?
What are you two talking about?
I'm asking you a question. When was the last? Some people
When
came.
Chelsea came there,
Some
when
people
Chelsea
came. They took red card. We scored 2. We say no. We want level playing field. So we say, hey, Casemiro, get yourself off. Wait, give him body red card.
Man, you deserve everything that happens to you. So I hope that when AFCON comes around and Mbuemo and Ahmad go.
Wait. But you have you seen the squad?
Happy birthday to Karim.
You know Super Mason Mount.
Happy birthday to Karim. Producer
Charlie,
extraordinaire.
Today, I wake up, some girl before this thing. At the camp no, for the Kokomlemle here. No,
Yes.
She said her name is Fatima.
Uh-huh.
She was coming towards the office.
Uh-huh.
Then she saw me and she was like very enthusiastic.
Uh-huh.
Like she knows. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
baby girl, what's up? When she said, oh, today is her boyfriend's birthday.
What?
I say, who is your boyfriend? And why should I be excited? She said, oh, today is Sweet Karim's birthday. I said, hey, Charlie. Hey, Charlie.
Happy birthday to Karim.
Hey.
Producer of Game Plan. Sicho, thank you very much. As usual, always a pleasure. Danny K, thank you. Atsu as well. And Muftawu was here earlier with us as well. My name is Fentuo, Tahiru Fentuo. I hope you enjoyed the show. It'll be available as a podcast, and you can watch back the video on the Joy News YouTube channel as well. Our sponsors are Betway and Patreon. So we're back again next Friday with another episode of Game Plan. Until then, do take care of yourself and bye-bye. Up next is the people.